there are billions of stars in the sky, so too are there countless worlds, places destroyed by war, built by peace, full of allies, enemies, lovers, and rivals. All of them, all of us, have one thing in common. We come from the stars, and to the stars we return. These are the adventures of the USS Zagreus.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan. My pronouns are he, him. I'm an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I'm the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show.
Laps.
We are playing Star Trek Adventures from Modiphius Entertainment. This is the second edition of the game, and this is the second season of our show. This is also the second part of our arc, so if you want to know how the story began, jump back one episode to see where it started. If you want to check out our whole season, jump back to the first episode of that. And if you want to see all of our episodes, be sure to check out our first season as well. I don't want to spend too long talking about things. I want to jump right into the action here, but I do want to introduce all of our very talented players. I will go around the table. I have each player introduce who they are, what role they're playing in the show, and what rank they hold and position they hold on the ship. And let's start with our first mind player.
Hello, my name is Ethan Eichson Anderson, he, him, and I am playing Gullick, the Lieutenant J.G. Tellerite Transportation Grunt.
Officer. I think officer is the word you can use.
I think he might be an NCO now.
Is that what he is in his heart?
Let's move on to our next mind player.
Hi there, my name is Jordan Fishburne, she, her, and I am playing Lieutenant Commander Thing Duras, the Klingon Chief of Security aboard the Zagreus.
Let's move on to our next mind player.
Hi, my name is Sarah Babe, she, they, and I am playing Captain Kasha Tal, who is the Trill Commanding Officer of the USS Zagreus.
And last but not least, our final mind player of the evening.
Hi, I'm Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, and I am playing Lieutenant TRSD Doc, the Orion Flight Controller of the USS Zagreus.
Now, when we last left the crew of the Zagreus, they had just discovered essentially a ghost ship. More specifically, the USS Bradley, NCC 1753, I believe. That was still functioning even after it had been out in space for a few hundred years. They were able to beam over the commander of the ship, a engineering yeoman turned chief engineer by the name of O'Shaughnessy. And where are you conducting your debrief with the chief engineer?
Probably the...
Is it the med bay? Is it your office? Is it the ready room?
Let's do the med bay. Yeah, let's do the med bay. And there's extra security down there as well.
Okay.
And also maybe a containment field.
Okay. Well, so she's sitting on one of the med bay beds. And she's wearing an interesting variation on the commander tunic that they wore, that Kirk wore.
The green one?
The green one. It's more of like, it's kind of that, but it combined that with sort of the like draped commander overcoat that you would see like on a pirate or a thing.
Oh, so like an officer's coat. Almost
Yeah.
like a pea coat.
You know, not so something
Yeah.
like that. Like
Okay.
so it's more of like almost like a big dress as opposed to like the wraparound like top
Okay.
tunic.
Gotcha.
And she's sort of just sitting there, and Dr. Sunshine is no. I think he has coordinated some fingernail paint with his medical frock.
I love Dr.
I
Sunshine.
love him so much.
I bet you can get some freaking sweet details in those nails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard light, baby.
And the last thing that I remember was the warp field collapsed. And we were close enough to the black hole, we think that it interacted with it somehow. And the next thing we knew, we were far from home.
Was there a sun near you at all?
I don't remember, Captain. I mean, that was what, 30 years ago? It was longer.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking Constitution Club.
Yeah, I know.
How old is O'Shaughnessy?
She's like in her mid-30s, like early 30s, mid-30s. Like she's
Okay,
really
so she
young.
thinks this was 30 years ago, but she's in her 30s.
Yeah.
Cool. Just vibes. Just,
Just fine.
check it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, no. It's almost as if this is some kind of mystery to be
Or something.
solved.
You know, just checking, no.
Mystery.
Captain, I can recommend that I'm having trouble processing what to refer to you, ma'am. Are you the captain? Are you your Starfleet records still indicate that you're a yeoman? It was a field promotion, so I'm sure they didn't transmit everything back since we were thousands of light years out of range. So
Yeah, about that, I'm going to need to know what happened.
I just told you that's what I remember.
Who gave you the field promotion?
The crew did after Benson died. I was the highest ranking member of the engineering staff that remained. And
So all of the engineering staff perished.
well, there have been a few others, but
Can I throw something random out there? Could we have done a swap?
what do you mean?
Get people on their ship to investigate?
Yeah, while this is going on, that way she can't.
Reading my goddamn mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
so are
Reading my mind.
you leading this team or
Well,
Mr. Idea Man? No, well, I like the idea, but I'm assuming that you had the forethought to be doing this while.
Yes.
my assumption it would be head of security,
With a
I'd
small
also,
team.
but
and I would join.
if it was your idea, I would reward you by sending you with.
I also said that to you in the last episode that if we get them over here, we should send somebody over there.
No, yes, no, you did,
Yeah.
you did, but like,
So we'll cut to that in a moment.
yeah,
So-
you did. I'm so sorry for not giving you credit for that idea.
No, you're good. I think that
So we know where you
love
two
to.
are. Where are you? Are you on the bridge? Are you down here watching the freak show? What's going on?
Probably on the bridge.
Okay.
Trying to keep an eye on whatever the other ship is doing.
So here's something weird. Gunny insisted on going over to the Bradley as part of the away team.
That is weird. He doesn't like to do away team stuff.
Right. Because that's the only time that he gets to really fly the ship.
Yeah. For reasons.
Reasons. So it's probably you and Zachary on the bridge. Are there any other crew members that you want up there to interact with? Do you want to
I suppose probably Lahai.
keep? You still want to hang out with the high?
Unless the high's with us, in case there's other things we need to communicate.
yeah, what
with.
if we need to
Oh, yeah. She's the only one that knows Morse code, apparently.
I would leave a high over here just because I think it's interesting, the thing that I saw going on when I was in the bridge
Okay.
earlier.
Just remember, If you go high, she might go low.
Hey.
I was trying to avoid that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Welcome to Ethan life.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm married to Brad. How do you
Yeah.
think I feel?
Just saying, you should have known better.
I know. There was a cackle.
So are you beaming over there, or are you shuttling over there?
I like Gulak's switcheroo idea. So I'm guessing as they beamed over here, we beamed over there.
Okay. So we'll
That would
jump
be
to you guys in a second.
There's wherever they were before.
Yes.
Because we assume that's safe in comparison.
Yes, because we heard about, I don't know if you heard about it. I don't know if
I
you
didn't hear
heard
about shit.
They had life support pushing
Diverted
towards
to
those
specific
areas where they
areas,
had
yeah,
been.
yeah.
Mhm.
Plus, we can like prep with like life support gear and stuff like that.
Okay. So let's go back to the questioning then. Well, Captain, for being lost in space for so long, she's in perfectly good health.
That's good to know. Good to know.
And then he does this.
For podcast listeners, Rob winked bigly.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge type of wink.
Do you have? This is going to probably be a strange request, Captain, but do you have real food, like non replicated food?
Sure.
Those of you watching the podcast, Jordan just very clearly mouthed what her theory is.
Donner party.
To keep our power low, we've been living off of the lowest base level nutritional pace that we need to create to survive. So I could really use an apple right now.
We can definitely make that happen for you. You won't notice if it's from the replicator or not.
I hope you're right.
I know I'm right.
I'll have Nurse Healy escort you to the mess hall. And
Oh, that's right. We named her Nurse Healy.
Yep. Yeah, I believe I saw some comments that are basically like, "Ha! I get it." They leave. Did you understand my communication, Captain?
Absolutely not. I understood that you winked at me. But other
Do
than
you
that,
think she noticed?
No.
Okay, good. There was something that did strike me as odd that I didn't want to bring up in front of her.
Okay.
Well, most people, when you run a diagnostic on them, they are within parameters, shall we say? Like,
Yeah.
you're in good health, but I will notice that you have an old injury from high school, or you're maybe you lost a tooth, or biting on a nut or something. She had nothing like that.
Not even on her shins?
No.
That's very odd. No osteophytes whatsoever.
None. It's like she came fresh out of the factory.
Tubes.
Oh, Christ.
Odd people.
You want? Should I run diagnostics on the other crew members that have come over?
Yes, and please let me know as soon as you're done.
Okie dokie, Captain. Cut to the ship. So it's the three. Is it? I'm assuming it's going to be like the three of you, and then maybe random security dude.
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
Someone we can kill.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Can I play that person?
Yeah. Yeah. What's your name? And what's your name, Ensign? This is my favorite part of the game.
Gal.
Ensign Voorhees.
Yes, Ensign Gal.
Okay.
I see what you're doing there. I love it.
I don't.
Gal is the female version of Guy.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm thinking Gal Gadot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's a Galaxy Quest joke.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's funnier when you explain it.
Except
So,
their shirt is yellow.
why don't we at least make that a real name and like Ensign Gallo?
I don't like that kind of humor.
This podcast is over.
I quit. I'm going home.
We're going home. Which is weird because you live here and I just.
You
Okay, fine. Ensign Gal. So our away team beams in to a classic original series transporter room.
Mhm.
Except it's dark.
Lights on, everyone.
I feel like I'm missing a few atoms.
You'll get used to it.
They just slough off.
You don't always capture all of your
Commander says Gunny.
Yeah.
He waves his beacon over the transporter pad, and it's covered in wax and candles.
Interesting. They obviously aren't lit because it was dark in here. They're mostly melted?
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating. I've heard of cultures that have strange worship traditions, but I suppose this could be an area where they all came together.
Did they seem to know what transporters were?
How do they have candles if they were running on low power and barely had food from the replicators?
Candles are an alternate source of light if they were trying to save the power from the light system.
But they'd still have to use the power from the replicators to make the candles, because candles aren't exactly like, 25th century, 22nd. This is old technology.
20th century.
Yeah.
Maybe they got bees?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
I now see why you got demoted.
Oh!
All right.
We hate her.
Man, you got some bitchy ensigns on this boat, Captain. Between her and Marks.
All right.
Marx is her boyfriend.
Oh shit. Everyone is like, it's like we don't need to do a mirror universe episode. We just got to do a lower decks episode.
Thing pulls out a notepad and writes something down and puts it back, and pulls Ensign Gal to the side.
Dr.
Yeah,
Sunshine
what's
didn't
up?
know if they were made out of wax, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Commander, sir.
Do you understand why you're on this mission, Ensign?
Yes, sir. I was on duty when it was called for, sir.
Because we provide security to the team that comes on and does investigation on these missions.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that they can focus on those investigations while you're giving them lip, Ensign?
No, sir.
I'm glad we understand each other.
Yes, sir. My apologies.
I walk back.
Gunny definitely has the I just watched the teacher yell at somebody else look on his face. Like,
you guys get under a lot of fun, but Thang isn't in charge of it.
Hey, Gunny. As someone being protected, I mean, I can lip.
Let's just follow her.
Gulak, do you see anything on the transporter pad?
Wax.
No. Give me a insight plus engineering.
Blood. Maybe.
Satan.
Pentagram.
Seitan. Alternative proteins.
I got one.
Okay. Would you like to succeed? But take a complication.
If a complication is available, I will always take it.
Okay. So
Why do we play with Ethan again?
Because it's fun.
I mean, yeah.
I ask you.
this room is a weird contrast because the control panel, you know, is looks like an altar, like dripped with wax. But the transporter pad is shiny, hospital clean. Like they must have somebody go in with a toothbrush to get in between the grooves of each of the individual pads.
Oh my god. Are they worshipping the transporter gods?
They're sacrificing people to transport gods.
Question.
Can they be maybe
On the control panel for the transporter, are there any buttons that are obviously pushed because, you know, wax,
Wear and tear.
tear, and wear?
and are those buttons translate this person into ship power?
So, like, I know all of you guys know this.
Yeah.
But just for everybody watching and listening at home,
Because the people who watch it or listen to this show do not know Star Trek.
Of
at
course,
all.
this is their first.
you know, I
brush
just
with
want
Star Trek.
to make sure everybody knows,
know.
because like we want to make sure it's accessible to everyone. For real, for real. You could look in the transporter logs, because all of the transports in a ship should be logged
Beep boop.
Does it do it automatically, or is
Yes.
it something out of human log?
automatically.
Okay.
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 Well, we'll get to that in a moment because Gunny goes, hey, the power's supposed to be back on the ship, right?
Yes.
Well, he walks towards the doors leading out of the ship. Dunk. And he like waves his hand to like, you know, like you do when like
When the grocery store door
like,
doesn't
come on,
open and
come
you're
on.
like, oh, I almost walked into it. Hey, I'm here.
I'll try to manually open.
Okay. Give me a fitness plus security roll.
Is there air?
Target is 2.
We have life support equipment on with us.
There's air in the ship.
I mean, but like if she opens the door, is there air out there?
I would imagine that you guys have.
You don't.
Y'all have.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
EVA
Suit it up.
suits on.
Just making
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
We have EVA suits.
Okay. Didn't
That's
know.
the thing that works. So
Fitness
we'll.
security?
We should have
Mhm.
said that. Yeah. Yeah.
Target
we
is
have
2.
EVA.
No, we know.
We discussed.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, target is 3 because there is the locked door complication.
How did that get there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Magnets?
Does survival count as focus on this one? Just so I have.
Kicking open doors? No.
Okay.
That's mean.
What about Klingon history? We do that a lot.
Many Klingons have ripped open doors.
That is true.
Bare hands.
They have bears on Kronos?
You know what?
You didn't
It
know
is
that?
actually only 2 because the complication is the thing that you're trying to beat.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. That is 2 successes.
Okay. You grab the doors and I'm going to spend 5 threat.
That's half his threat.
This is gonna be fun.
And standing beyond the doors are
Bears.
a group of 5 folks in security uniforms with phasers drawn.
The literal fuck Rob.
Cut to gonna be like, hey, is this a bad time? No.
We'd like to take this time to talk to you about your extended warranty.
What shenanigans are you up to on the bridge? And also, what are I should also figure out where you went and what you do after speaking with Sunshine.
I am going back up to the bridge to
Man.
do captain shit.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can also like talk to Zachary to be like, dude, what do you think?
Yeah,
going
like,
on?
yeah. Yeah.
So do we actually cut to like the ready room where it's like you, Zachary, and
I mean, we could just talk about it on the bridge.
okay. You're not. We have to have this meeting in the ready room, Captain. You're. Let's just bullshit on the bridge like
we
Kirk,
don't.
Captain.
Yeah, like we're all on duty. Might as well just
Okay.
stay here. So we don't have to
Right.
move.
Okay.
Trust your crew.
Yeah.
I think I've been just trying to keep a lock on the ship, and like anything that I can monitor from here, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Give
if
me-
we need to send a shuttle if we need to like.
Give me a reason plus science roll. Target's going to be 2.
We're just gonna go for it. Reason and science, huh?
Mhm.
I've rolled a 3 and a 20.
Oh, a complication, you say?
Yes.
Someone just fired a phaser on board the ship.
Captain, there have been phasers fired aboard the ship.
Tang, what's going on down there?
And cut back to Gal is on the ground because she's just been stunned.
Thang goes to press her communicator. He
Well-
shakes his head, and she puts her hands up.
I have a Star Trek history question.
Yeah.
Technology jump wise, would they know how we communicate?
Yes,
True.
maybe. I mean, technically, no.
If we're going to original series, they had the little flippers.
Yeah, they had the flip.
Not the little
Yeah,
button
they had
pushers.
the-
Well,
I didn't read aloud with them asking for me, and then I obviously reached for it.
Yeah, like any basically I feel like that's a, I don't know what you're doing, so keep your hands up kind of move.
Yeah. I
Um,
respect the grift, though.
No. A valid question.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah.
For man, hopefully
Hello,
behind
computer.
the console.
Give me an insight plus security roll.
Cool.
That sounds like a thing you'd be good at.
Under a 14. Does my ability to have hand phaser, hand-to-hand combat, or survival focuses affect here?
Yeah, I'd say I'd say hand-to-hand combat would work here, or perhaps even survival.
That is 2 successes, and I rolled a 19.
Okay, nobody helped you, so you're okay.
Yeah.
But
Just letting everybody know.
you put your hands up, and Gunny catches you with a quick glance that basically says like, "When you move, I'll move."
Just like that.
Thing just smiles and does a full charge in to scatter them, essentially.
Okay. Okay, so Gunny's gonna help.
Cool.
So on the bridge, we're hearing the sounds of fighting.
No, she didn't activate her.
Oh, okay.
Gunny does not help. He was like, "Oh wait, you mean 3 then go?" Right. So go ahead and give me a. So are you charging at the main dude, or are you trying to
Bowling
scatter all of them?
pins.
Bowling pin.
Okay. So melee attack. You roll your daring plus security. They roll their daring plus security.
I'm sorry, what does bowling pin mean?
There's a group of people piled up in a doorway.
Hit 'em
Oh, okay.
like a
Gotcha.
bowling ball.
Hit him and knock
Came in like a wrecking
knock them
ball.
all down.
Yeah.
All right.
Like a wrecking ball.
I
2
got it.
successes from Fang.
He also got 2 successes.
Does Dauntless do something?
So I believe, because you were the attacker, you win.
That feels right.
Try goes to the aggressor.
Does it matter that my my melee is intense?
Intense means I think that you
An unarmed strike attack has the intense quality.
right.
But I don't think that
When
matters.
making an attack with this weapon, you can increase the damage by 1 by spending 1 momentum rather than 2. Is what intense means.
Okay, then I take that back.
But so that's what that means.
Yeah.
Now you know. Thanks, GM Screen. I'm so glad that you actually have all the
Helpful information.
helpful information on there. It's like that's what screens are for. And sometimes I think Some games forget that.
Yeah.
Looking at you, some games.
TM.
Okay, so an unarmed strike does 2 points of damage.
Okay.
So the so basically the way that damage works in this is there's one notable NPC who is Lieutenant Barrett. That's the main security guy, and then the 4 security goons. He can spend threat to basically absorb wounds. Otherwise, he takes an injury and gets taken out. But you have a choice here. Any of the minor characters don't have the ability to spend threat to absorb injury. They just go down. So do you want to do 2 points of damage to Barrett, or do you want to do 1 point of damage to him and take out one of his goon squad?
I think whittling down the goon squad would be a good idea.
Okay.
And especially because this is a successful attack, right?
Yes.
I can... Do we have any momentum?
You do not.
Okay, then never mind. That doesn't matter. Close protection would allow me to spend that to protect an
Okay.
ally, but I don't have any.
Allies?
Momentum. That's so painful after how hard I just protected you.
Yeah.
From bullying.
Workplace bullying, man.
So tell me how you take... So you smash into Barrett. How do you take out one of the other goons?
I think when I smash into Barrett, I do my best to use him as a bowling ball, essentially, to knock all of his other guys off balance.
And maybe you push him, the 2 of them together, and the guy in the back gets smushed and he goes down?
Yes,
Perfect.
absolutely. Just like a real good crush. Or like Barrett's head like hits that guy's head just right that he's out.
Well, he's going to try and clock you back. He's basically going to try to pistol whip you with his phaser.
Okay. I rolled 1 success and a 20.
Oh, well, I'll take those 2 threat back.
It was almost cocked. Almost. But not enough.
So, you're going to take a severity 3 blow.
Okay.
What that means is you can either get taken out right here and take an injury, or you can spend 3 stress to stay up. To stay in the fight, I should say.
I'm gonna take that stress.
Don't you have a thing where you're like resilient or something too?
Yes, I do have Brocklul, which means that I have an additional armor.
So you actually would take 2 then from this.
Perfect.
What was that word?
The Brocklul.
I like how you look to Mom like, am I saying this right?
Where is it? That's right here.
Rockalo.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. It's a species ability for the Klingon. You gain a protection which stacks with the benefits of any armor worn. And you get another... If anybody tries to like give me first aid also, they get to like re-roll a d20.
Okay.
Nice.
So he smashes the phaser on your head and has to do it like 2 or 3 times before you finally back off from smushing him against the wall.
I have a really cool trickle of blood down the side of my face.
Of course.
Nice.
So now the way that initiative works is basically each side takes a turn. So it is, but when your side takes a turn, you choose which of your side goes. So you went, Barrett went. Now it's either Ethan or Gunny because Gal is stunned.
I will go.
Okay, what are you doing?
Can you get the log?
Log isn't important at the moment. There's people trying to be people, trying to de-people people.
That's not your job.
What was that y'all were saying about workplace bullying?
Sit there on the computer like, oh yeah, there's a fight going on over there. I'm gonna let it happen.
Do what you want. I'm just kidding.
Boop, boop.
Where is she?
I guess I will try to punch a goon
Okay.
in his goon face.
Gulak is pretty tough too.
That would be fitness security.
Yep.
1 success.
The goon also has 1 success, so you take him out. So tell me how you take him out.
Basically, as they're getting all the pistol whippy up in there, I kind of shoulder past and just do a haymaker right in the right in his kisser.
Okay, so you just kind of clothesline him down, kind of
Yep.
a thing. All right. Just for fun, I think they're going to gang up on Gunny.
Makes sense.
You monster.
Does somebody want to roll for Gunny?
Yeah, what am I rolling?
Just try to get under a. Let's see. What is your daring plus security?
My daring and security is a 13.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very daring.
He's a little less daring, so I'd say 12s.
Boom. 2.
Okay.
Noise.
She rolled a 12 too. That was close.
Oh, all right.
Why you roll again?
Well, because 2 guys are
Multiple?
attacking you.
Oh, fuck those guys.
But one of them rolled a 20.
Nice.
So I'm going to say you can choose if you gain 2 momentum from that, or if you basically counterattack and take that guy out.
Counterattack and take that guy out.
Okay,
Good job.
so one of them lurches at Gunny. He dives out of the way.
Shoulder roll.
Like this
To
is
pick
like
up the-
tight quarters
Oh, okay, never
here.
mind.
Like it's not.
You're right. Fair.
But he and as he goes past, he does a downward strike on the guy, like right on the back of his head, and goes down. And he looks at the other guy's like, "You saw that, right? Now back off." And now it's his turn. Back off! I said back off! And the other guy just he sort of tackles him
So
off.
much for the badassery.
Well, he still got one. Top of the order. You can still go, or you can have any of your team go.
Yeah, I want to try to take out Barrett.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Little-
burn through my threat some more.
Yeah, a little. 2 successes.
Oh, he only got 1.
Noise.
Ooh, that gives us a momentum.
Well, it gives you a momentum, which you can either bank or you can spend to do 3 points of damage to him, which will cost me 3 threat to try and stay up.
Do that.
Could you use that momentum though?
Anyone can use momentum.
I'll do that 3. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, because I'm not going to spend 3 threat to keep him up
Yeah.
for this.
He's got to save that for torturing us for later.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you take him out?
I think after he comes back up, he tries to train his phaser on me again, but I immediately get inside and just break his arm
Okay,
and then elbow back to knock him out completely.
down
To
he
drop him.
goes.
Like bust the elbow out backwards.
Yeah.
Love that.
Great move.
Yeah, last goon's going to go at you because you are clearly the threat as opposed to Gunny. He did get a 1 though.
I succeeded twice.
Okay.
I have to roll under a 17 for this.
Okay, but so you got 2?
I got 2.
He also got 2, which means he does hit.
Okay, good job.
You ruffle his hair as he punches you. So he's going to do another 2 severity to you,
Okay.
which will go down to
Minus
1
Mm-hmm.
if you stay up. Which I'm
Carry the
assuming
3. No.
you're not going to chump out here.
Yeah, I have so much stress to.
You're like
I have 12 stress that I can go through.
you are kind of like encouraging, like no, with your back foot, with your back foot.
If I don't
Bring the shoulder
you,
down and
you'll
then
never
no,
get better.
Thumb outside. Good job.
Do you want Gulak to go, or do you want Gunny to go? Because one of those guys goes next.
Gulak.
Well, I will tell you that if you have Gunny go, he will take him out.
Okay, we'll have Gulak has other stuff to be doing. Yeah. He might break his hand, and then he'll have a harder time like pushing the buttons on the.
Well, because the guy, the goon hits you, and then Gunny does like the shoulder spin, and then pop, and down he goes, and then he's got his phaser out.
I pat Gunny's shoulder and I say, "Those drills, they've been going very well."
All right, who are these guys? I thought you said everybody was on board the Zag.
Can I check on Gal quick?
She's fine. She did just get stunned.
Okay, cool. That was
for the scene. If she wants to rouse you, she can do a medicine check.
okay. As I try to do that, that is what was reported. So they might have some sort of quiet room.
Yeah,
Captain.
Thank God. Sorry, Captain. After you.
When that comes over, you see Gunny kind of cheesy grin for a second, like, oh, she was worried.
Go ahead, Thing.
There were still life forms aboard. Some sort of security team.
Okay.
Is everyone good?
Stay safe down there.
Everyone important.
Gal has been stunned, but we're working on reviving her at the moment.
Okay. Take it easy and let me know what else you find. Zachary, you have the bridge. I'm going down to sick bay.
Yes, Captain. Should I have a security team meet you there?
Yes. Well, I assume they're still there.
Yeah.
But
okay.
But no, we're gonna need an extra security team to hold my ass back.
Captain, we're here to hold your earrings.
Find a bitch.
So you're looking at the transporter logs?
Yes.
It's a 0 level thing for you to do because you're the transporter guy. But if you want to roll, that could generate some momentum.
Always.
Okay.
I got a 0. Oh, hang on. What would it be?
It would be reason plus engineering.
I got a 1.
Okay.
It matched exactly. I just assumed it was under.
I love it.
Transporter logs are weird. Which, considering that there is wax dripped all over the console, is saying something. What the logs are telling you is that it's the same names over and over and over again.
They're replicating themselves.
And they're basically doing it to different pads on the ship. So, like, the same name is beaming from here to transporter pad 4, and then transporter pad 4, like, sometime later, beams them back here. And, well, that's what you get. If you want to ask more questions, you do have this momentum, which you could save if you wanted.
Are they replicating themselves?
Cloning?
I believe I'm supposed to ask if they're replicating themselves.
Okay. Is that what you want to ask?
Yes.
Are you sure?
It's either that or are they using it as a bathing device?
It's actually really smart because there's the biofilters
Right?
on the transporter.
I was thinking that. I was thinking maybe Gunny has never showered once. He just transfers himself when he starts to smell.
I mean, that's why Gal felt like she lost some of her cells because all of the dead
All
skin
scraped off.
Yeah.
Now I just imagine, like, welcome to the spa transporter planet. Oh my god. We do a full scrub, a full molecular...
No drills allowed.
Transport to the hot room, the cold
You're right.
room, the steam room.
Anyway.
We move everything but the funk.
The best way I could describe it is that they're not necessarily replicating them. Well, they're... Replication means that they're...
saving and reprinting?
Like, they're save scumming is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Is that they're basically going back to the last version of themselves in the buffer
I guess
and
that's more what I meant then.
and going back to that level. And this has been happening for hundreds of years.
That's amazing, honestly. That sounds
Kinda
like
the Island.
so cool.
Ewan McGregor.
Didn't see
Yeah.
it.
Except they're not. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking terrifying.
Also free meat.
Oh, Don! It
No,
all
no,
comes
no,
back
no,
to
no.
Donner Party.
No. What they could be doing is just keeping life support and the buffers up as far as power is concerned. And in order to conserve food and any other
As
resources,
soon as one starts
as
starving,
soon
you just
you put it into the, you have them sit in the buffer. That is actually what Mbenga does in Strange New Worlds with his daughter.
Except this is a much creepier version.
Yeah, this is weirder. Are they actually eating people? Because that's weird.
Well, do you want to make another check to see?
They look for teeth marks.
Well, would there be?
see.
teeth
I mean,
marks?
go and see what's in the freaking replicator
Can
thing.
Thang,
You gotta
as
put- you gotta
Gulak
put-
explains this, can Thang check if they've been
They
eating?
take cartridges, right?
You gotta
Like-
put organic material into the replicators.
Yeah,
right?
and then it basically just rearranges the
Yeah.
shit.
So what's in the
Okay.
pod? What are they using for the replicator?
Sorry. I had to. It was in my brain, and that was an intrusive thought. that was not
Do
gonna
you
leave.
want to go to the mess hall and
I honestly
Yeah.
think I do not want to.
I would rather not know.
I do want to, and because you're the engineer, you also have to join because I don't know anything about engineering.
You don't want to know, but you're gonna.
Yeah.
But is it a crime?
If they all consented,
Like,
I would like to cook with you.
was any
Takes
laws
on a different
broken
meaning.
here? Any space laws?
the space law thing is a good question. I do have a focus in
Klingon law.
No-
Uniform Code of Justice.
Nothing. You've never read of anything like this ever.
I disbelieve that cannibalism is always mentioned.
Well, not this specific kind.
Okay.
Is it
There-
considered cannibal?
There is no law against it, which
Okay.
there is definitely a like.
If the atoms or molecules are rearranged, is it
Let's
still
also be,
human?
I mean,
Is it
morality here, right? Like someone's already dead.
Is
Ethics
it-
committee?
Is it cannibalism if it's a different species?
Oh.
No.
It's just wrong.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure we
So an
cover all the
Orion
bases.
could eat a Klingon, and that's like cool.
That's
So as you're-
unlikely.
Okay.
We eat octopus, and they're similar, intelligent-wise.
I don't, but sure.
This is
All right.
very important discussion for the show.
Well, so as you're walking through the halls and have your facials out,
There's a femur.
no,
Wind up going horror with every game we do.
I wasn't expecting this to go that deep into horror. Honestly,
I don't think they're cannibalizing each other.
They're just
What if they
rearranging
are?
their molecules over and over again into different food paste.
And honestly,
Isn't that the same thing? Really? At its base level?
Sorry, Rob, you were talking about the hallways.
Arguably, once we die, we go into the soil, we break down, and then we eat the food that grows out of that soil.
I think that.
which
See,
is
I
the
honestly
same
think
thing
this
as
is
what the
fascinating
replicator
table
is
talk.
doing.
I'm all for it.
That's what the replicator is doing.
That's the Lion King circle of life, okay?
Okay, can we see what they were putting in the replicator pods before we have this whole spiral of existential crises?
Okay, so you go into engineering and you go into like the area where the replicators, and these are older versions of the replicators, so they're not as like complex as the ones. So
I'm not gonna get a deep dish Chicago pizza out of this one.
no, you're gonna like this is like
Would you want hot paste or cold paste?
well maybe like
Hot
I'm
fun
thinking
or cold fun?
I'm thinking more like like public school lunch
Mhm.
like.
if it's pizza day, hell yeah.
So go ahead and give me another. This one is going to be reason plus science. While he's looking that up, Gunny is like, okay. Well, I was hoping that we could talk about this in a much less deadly, weird situation. But You're Tira's best friend, and I need some advice.
I put a phaser into Gunny's hand. You're worried about the danger. I'm helping.
No. He wiggles his other hand that has his phaser in it. He's like, I'm not gonna go Wild West.
It's not like you're leaving the ship for a promotion or something. Jeez, get on with it, Gunny.
That's actually it.
I take Gunny away from the other two to have this conversation.
And that's where we end here for our episode. We'll be back next week for our thrilling conclusion to the storyline here. From all of us at Theater of the Mind players, this is Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game.
There probably aren't any cannibals.
There probably aren't any cannibals.
And the gal's first name is Asshole.
Legal.
Ashley. She's an Ashley.
Oh, God, Ashley.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.